that you find the only kind of respect that matters in this damn world. Self-respect.
Just wanted to clear some things up with you, man. Look, first off, before I let you even start off, I didn't get a chance to really say my bad and apologize to you right away. Jumped out the window right off the rip, got caught up into that bullshit with Kwame Brown and you. I had no dog in that fight, right? So, first off, my bad on that. I ain't giving you no explanation on that. It's already writings on the wall with that. I jumped out the window supporting the dude that I really didn't do no homework on, and it is what it is.
And it is what it is.
But
I'm not saying that if I came over here to talk to you.
well, I mean, in the beginning though, not now. In the beginning. But no, I understood it. You know, you didn't have to. But I think I kept it real with you as far as what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build my page just like everybody else, and no, I don't know everything, right? I know you know a lot.
I believe you.
So why wouldn't I try to gain knowledge from you and understand, kind of pick your brain a little bit to see where you went with certain things? Now, I see you wear a lot of Chicago Bulls paraphernalia and all this and that, whatever. But then I saw a video of you talking about Chicago, and I'm like, damn, bro.
I wear a Chicago Bulls hat. That's one hat that I own. I don't have no Chicago Bulls jersey. I don't have no Chicago Bulls pants. There's a one hat that I have.
But what I want to know from you is, now I can understand people, the perception of Chicago has always been violence, dark cloud over us, right? Now, in your opinion, I'm asking, what made you come with that comment to say a nuclear bomb should just get dropped over Chicago? I mean, what made that comment, if I can ask you that?
Yeah, you said it, brother.
Well, first off, a lot of things that I say are to get your attention.
Said it yourself, bitch.
Okay.
And I'm saying that to get one person's attention, a lot of people's attention, because of what's going on. If you have to have a United States government threaten to send in the National Guard to stop you from violence, when you have 130 people get shot over weekends, when you take pride and the people are taking pride in being the murder capital, when they say it at times, when they call it Chirac.
What are you talking about, Willis?
There's problems there. Now, of course, people would understand that you're speaking a bit of hyperbole, because there's no such nuclear bomb that would be dropped over the city of Chicago that wouldn't fall out everywhere else.
Correct.
So it's hyperbole.
Okay. Now I'm gaining. Now see, I'm gaining understanding. I'm gaining.
People should understand that what I'm saying.
Do you understand what I am saying to you?
But you would hope, I would hope, that you would be talking to people who would understand that when they heard it. Like if I said my dick is 27 inches long, would you believe that?
I wouldn't want to even find that out. How about that?
Just saying, like if you just think of it, you wouldn't believe it, would you?
No, I would never believe nothing like that.
Right.
No.
Be careful what you say.
But you're right. Okay. All right. Now I'm gaining understanding on where you're coming from. But see, the way you come off with it is nowhere near a lot of other content creators come off with it, right? So I'm studying it as I go along. Now, I just seen you make a lot of fucking good points. And I sit back and you make me think like, shit. Everybody want to sit up here and say, king of controversy, I get it.
Well, I'll ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
You are better suited to answer that for the people. What was it about me that made you decide that you wanted to speak about me or saw me in a negative way?
Well, now the negative way came from, let me put the camera on so you can see me. The negative way came from Kwame Brown. Now, I know I shouldn't have let another man lead me for a thought that I should have came up with on my own. So that's why I have to apologize to you.
I believe you.
Because I do understand it.
Do you understand what I am saying to you?
I have to have my own train of thought to know, okay, why does he keep going? And I understood why you said what you said to him. Understood why you said what you said. When you're doing business,
What kind of business?
And what kind of business?
any type of business, if you don't do good business, then it can be exposed, right? So by him not doing no good business with you, by following up with you on the call that a show that y'all had,
Yep.
you had every right to question him on that because why? You stood pat on, you showed the text messages. I followed that, right? So I'm like, Tommy, now I mean, yeah, I don't have to believe everything you say, but why would he go through all that?
How would I know, right?
That's what I asked myself, just to prove a point. So as time went on, I started sitting back, Tommy, and I really watched.
Come on, man. Just watch me.
He took it, I guess, as since I had been there when nobody else was trying to hang with him or talk to him, it didn't really matter that I was there. Like, it was like, I mean, this is the guy that was talking to me when nobody else would. It's like the girl who will date you when nobody else will. Whenever you get a little bit cool going on and other girls talk to you, you start to look down on her because you're wondering, well, you like me when I was shit, when it's the backwards thought. You probably should be glad she liked you. You should trust her more when she liked you when you wasn't shit. When Kwame Brown was coming back and forth into my comment section, he was trying to get my attention. I never treated him like he is a bust, but I also didn't treat him like he was a celebrity. I just treated him like a normal person, which he claimed that's what he wanted. And he started reaching out to me and asking me questions about what was going on in his life, telling me about life situations. This was going on for about a year. I was cool with it. So when nobody else was cool with you, when you were asking me how to do videos, when you were asking me what should you say on this video, how do you go about this, how do you go, even when you started getting people watching your stuff, how do you go about turning it into money? He was asking me that. So then all of a sudden I asked you to do an interview, you didn't have time, another day passed, and what you had did was you had gotten together with people who had been calling you bust. You've been getting together with people who have been talking shit about you. So but it goes to kind of show that this is a person that's trying to remake the life he screwed up in his 20s. That's why he's talking and acting right now in his 40s as he was in his 20s. He's doing that 20s. He's doing that simply because he doesn't know how to grow up and live in his 40s. That's why he's talking about quiet, tan some ass up. This is ridiculous things to hear a 40-year-old man talking about. Hell of a nigga. A ridiculous thing to hear a 40-year-old man talk about. He's talking about YouTube like he just found it. Like YouTube just thought, I'm trying to teach the young kids about how to do YouTube. But they've been knowing how to do YouTube. The biggest YouTubers are young men. So how are you trying to teach some young man to do YouTube when it's a YouTube game of young people?
Or you gonna respect me like you respect them white boys? How about that term right there? How you feel about that
One of
term?
the most ridiculous sayings, you're gonna respect me like you respect them white boys. Let me break this down for you. When you watch Kwame Brown around white people, how does he talk? How does he act? He don't say he no geeky. He don't do that shy mouth talk or none of that. I'm from the shy. He don't call his children Sharon. So if he does it to you, if he uses the term nigga every 5 seconds, if he's willing to cuss you out, call you all kinds of names, but when he get around them white people, he speak like he got sense. He talks like this. He doesn't say children.
What are you talking about, Willis?
He doesn't say he's a geechee. He doesn't say any of this stuff. He don't say mama's cooking.
What are you talking about, Willis?
He never said that. Go look at any of his videos where you see him talking to white people. So when you hear him say respect me like them white boys, it seems like it should be rhetorical. You should ask him, why don't you respect us like you respect them white boys?
Get through that, you find the only kind of respect that matters in this damn world. Self-respect.
Correct. No, you're right. But I was so mad at myself even by me sitting back and reflecting. How the fuck did I let this motherfucker get me like this to, you know what I'm saying, instead of just having my own mind. And I guess it can happen because I'm new to YouTube. So I just got caught up in the level of the madness and all this and that, the hype, and I'm thinking I can network with this man, a former number one, you know, because I have ideas too, Tom. I mean, I'm not sitting up here sitting on my hands. I actually go to work. I actually do productive things with myself. So, like, I go to school. I go to the Illinois Media School.
It's more than very interesting.
So it's not like I'm sitting on my hands. I'm actually trying to move forward in this business. But what I would ask is like, Kyra Moore, I have to ask you about this stuff because he is just
Oh,
really
Lord.
bugging the fuck out of me. Yeah, he done had like maybe 5 or 6 videos, 5 hours to 11 hours long talking about it. And I know people have told me that you had an encounter with him. So I just need to know from you, how did you handle it?
I haven't been able to really handle it. I mean, he is a person who does what he does. If
I believe you.
he is a man that is going to do what he does, and your only recourse is to just,
Ignore.
yeah, he's a tornado.
With all due respect, that don't make a lot of sense.
And when the tornado comes, you can't stop it. You just gotta
Weather the storm.
hunker down and weather the storm. I think him, the Uncle Sweetness, these are dudes that will not leave you alone. There's a lot of people on YouTube that will not leave people alone, and they made their bones, their money off of constantly attacking other people and trying to force them to be in an altercation.
If it's true, what you say, and he has the Elder Wand, I'm afraid you really don't stand a chance.
Yeah, because I don't want no problems, and that's why I'm glad that you did come over, because I don't want no problems with nobody. Tom.
Is it a problem? No, I'm done here.
Look, I don't care about getting talked about. You can talk about me, you can roast me. I don't care about that. But when you get like kind of personal with it, that's when I have to put the brakes on people. Like, oh wait a minute, hold on.
I'm not going to call you a slut or something.
Yeah, right.
Because I would love for you to be able to explain to me. I get that people look at Kwame Brown and they like some of the things he's saying, but then, as I told y'all when you were calling me out of my name and going along with them, when you say, how come people can't just like somebody and think they're a good dude? You'd have to ask yourself that question, because you didn't feel that way about people who watch me.
Well, yeah,
You
you're right.
were right along with them,
You're
dissing
right.
not only me, but everybody who watched me. But when you look at the difference between one group of fans and the other, Kwame's his group of fans have to be diehard, or else.
Or else, what follows?
Mine, I tell you to come to listen to the message, do with it what you want. That's why I started calling them Kwamites. You got a group of people who y'all were attacking me and didn't know me. So it ain't just you, it's all of them. And he was never able to give y'all a real reason why he doesn't like me. He can't do it now.
I believe you.
He was a fan of mine. I wasn't a fan of his. He said I was his idol. He said because of me, him and other men are able to speak up about women and what women have done. I never said that about him. I never put on a Kwame Brown jersey. I never said I was a fan of the Wizards.
Do you understand what I am saying to you?
Y'all people who followed him, maybe not you directly, but many of y'all who followed him, y'all went along with the delusion, so I don't respect y'all. So I don't respect y'all. So I don't respect y'all. Because y'all started saying things to protect him when you know they weren't true.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Y'all started rewriting his basketball career to everybody else. Y'all started saying people can't say anything about him because he's a millionaire, when y'all don't know if he's a millionaire or not. Y'all haven't been able to check his finances, but y'all would go out of the way to go after other people who were asking legitimate questions of him.
That wasn't me. That was the old me.
And you're right. I'm glad that you brought that up, because that was in the midst of what I was seeing as I was all caught up in the whirlwind of Kwame Brown, right? And I'm like, wait, hold on. Why is there so many people going? And first time, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just thinking that as YouTube is just all for uh, shits and giggles, so to speak. But you can still be informed, get good information, but for entertainment.
I believe you.
So I'm not thinking on that level that it would get to that point. But then I start seeing it like, wait, it's getting a little bit too excessive now. Tammy songs and little bitty mistake and all that shit. I mean, correct. So that's
As a
when
matter of fact, he started repeating everything I was doing. The fact that he sings, he keeps singing. He got that directly from me, wanted to be me. He tries to sit and talk when he will try his best to be me, just like a lot of the stalkers who say they dislike me, which hurts my feelings. How is it that you hate me so much, but you keep doing things that you know I do? So you hate me, but you want to be me. Even after my channel went down. But you say that to knock down what I did. And that's what I mean by it's very difficult to have a conversation with the majority of people. And when I was dissing you and all the rest of them, I didn't understand how y'all were adults. And there's no offense. But how old are you, John?
I'm 43.
As a 43-year-old man, you were following a man 3 years younger than you, as if he knew life more than you and could bring more to life than you did. And there are people in their 50s and 60s who are holding on to the words of this man. So many people are looking for words from other people to lead them. And that's my problem, because at our ages, I'm sorry, we have let down the generation before us and the generation before that. I mean, after us and after that. We've let them down to the point of where we would jump on the back of somebody 10 years, 20 years younger than us and say, he know what he's talking about, and I'm going to follow him and try to be his friend and be his buddy.
With all due respect, that don't make a lot of sense.
When if nothing else, like when I watched Ja Morant play basketball.
Right.
The older generation should encourage this man because he is the new leadership of the NBA. That's what it should be. But trying to gain faith, like Michael Jordan would never come out and try to get his gravitas now back.
How would I know? I haven't seen the fucking thing yet.
Because think about it. Everybody that's on Kwame's team, what's the first thing they do? Yeah, because on my show, Kwame, and on my show, and they'll call in, and yeah, because Kwame, I was talking about that yesterday. When you got people like that Sister T, that woman old as fuck, claims she's got a husband, claims she's got grown children, and you wake up every day to talk about Kwame Brown and hollering, we the people, then you got a leader who tell y'all hide in groups, I'm by myself. Then why would y'all listen to a man say, y'all hide in groups, I'm by myself, and he has what? We the people. Doesn't we the people sound like a group?
It's one very interesting.
Yes, it does. So how can other people, how you say somebody hide in groups when you do shows and if somebody's trying to talk to him one-on-one, what will he do? Allow a bunch of other people to get on the damn panel to talk to that person.
Yeah, you're right.
I believe you.
And that's what the part that, I know I couldn't go back on this panel no more once I blew it up, Tommy. And I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes people see things in their own time, right?
How would I know? I haven't seen the fucking thing yet.
And that don't negate the fact that I was wrong, so I'm not negating that. All I'm saying
Well,
is...
it's not wrong, but I want you to say this. Didn't you notice that I did the right thing by just trying to let y'all see what he was doing?
That's why I started following you. Yeah, correct. That's why I started
If you
following
notice,
Not really.
you would watch my show, it would be fact-based. It would be fact-based off of what he said, what he did, period.
Correct.
When you watch his show, he talking about me, little fucking mistake down by the lake. You bring some girl on the damn show that claimed that I was gonna pay her but didn't pay her. Make that make sense.
Right.
How is that even a thing to discuss? He was gonna pay me but didn't pay me.
Yeah, I seen that when, and I got beat up for that too. I had my 2 cents in that too, but that's neither here. I ain't gonna need to go there with that. But yeah.
But it's just odd though. It's odd that they say if anybody talks about him, they clout chasing. Algorithm dots. What's more of an algorithm dot than a man who does a video and tags TMZ in every one of them?
Just a little bit of the video of Tommy Sotomayor and John Goodwill. Tell me what you feel about it. And I'll tell you what I feel about it. The first thing that I saw. Well, I wouldn't say the first thing that I saw. I would say, after watching the video for a while, my conclusive thought. Listen here, this is about Tommy. Tommy has this undenying, seem like fetish for Kwame. Is it because Kwame don't really speak on him too much now, but it's like a sense of, I have to get back at this man at all costs. And I don't even see a set reason. I think, if you say there's a winner, like who won the battle or who won the beef, I think Tommy won. Shit, Tommy did all kind of shit. But Tommy seemed like he's still hell-bent over this. And it seemed like Kwame moved on. Because I noticed in the chat with John Goodwill, he kept using the term y'all, like he was putting John Goodwill in the circle of Kwamites. You noticed it? He kept saying y'all, like the reason he got him on the panel or even on live with him is to let these Kwamites know that I was right. I was right about things I was saying about Kwame. I think that's Tommy's main objective. And I don't think he finished yet. But yeah, that's my view on it. I'm not going to be here too long. I'm going to zip, zam, right in your face and go on by my business. Got other things to do. OD, the Maximum Show, is planning to see. That's how it's going to be, man, on these YouTube streets. And guess what? I'm out of here.
Baby Huey, extra crispy, baby Huey, Kwame